Hey all, I thought I'd make a little tutorial today on how I make 600 and 700 GSM business cards. They're double thickness basically. I'll cover the whole process from preparing the files on my Mac to planning them up and printing them, laminating and then bonding. So let's jump to it. Welcome back. So I'll start by preparing my client's file for printing. What I do in a lot of cases is a client might send me a print ready PDF, but there'll be times when they'll use like a 100% black with no sort of base colour in a CMY, which doesn't print as rich. So I tend to import the files into Adobe Illustrator and adjust the colour values for sort of that optimum print output. So in this case, I'm going to take the client's black and add 20% cyan magenta yellow under the black base to give it the richest black before planning it up for printing and bonding. So I'll open Adobe Illustrator now. And I'll prepare two artboards, 85 by 55mm, 2 pages, with 3mm bleed all to each edge. CMYK mode. And what I'll do is I'll place the PDF as a link. By placing the PDF as a link, you can import any file without worrying about the fonts. So that all the crop marks align with the corners, and then I'll do the same for page 2. And then as it's a link, you can flatten the transparency, which will enable you to edit it as paths and convert everything to outlines. So if we just go high resolution, convert all text to outlines, convert all stroke to outlines. Okay, and the same on the back. We can then select it and go Object, Clipping Mask, Release, and then we can use this arrow tool here, the Direct Selection tool. To remove the existing marks so that we can have our own clean file ready to edit. So I'll just do the same on the back. So yeah, as mentioned, if I now select this black background, we'll just ungroup it from the logo. Do another clipping mask release. You'll see that that's only 100% black, which can look a little bit faded. So what I'll do is I'll add 20% cyan, magenta and yellow below the black, and now that'll print nice and rich. And if we just save this file, SF1943, I'll now re-export this as a fresh PDF with just trim marks. Adobe PDF, save. I've got my own profile, but basically if you select press quality, marks and bleed, tick your trim marks, 3mm bleed to each edge, output, make sure it's a CMYK profile, which it is, and then save PDF. We now have a fresh PDF here with just the crop marks. And now I shall open Fiery Command Workstation, which is the sort of front end of my printer, which is a Xerox Versant 180. And we'll drop this PDF in here to impose it. So I'll drop that there. And then we right click and go impose. Then I'll select the 21 up profile. So 20 up on the sheet, 21 up on the sheet. This order is for 500 cards. So it'll be 25 fronts and 25 backs, which are separately laminated and then bonded with the glue machine, which I'll show you at the near the end of this video. So as you can see here, it's got 7mm gutters here and 6mm here. So if I just save that, I'll save that to the desktop for now. And then you see here's the planned PDF ready for printing. I shall now drop that onto the printer. Select the print profile. So, I mean, I won't give you a complete rundown on how my printer works. I don't want to send you to sleep. But yeah, basically I'm going to run it on 300 gram for this particular job. Print 25 of the fronts and 25 of the backs. So 25 copies on the large tray, which is tray 6 on this printer. All. Just turn collate off so it will do the fronts first and then the backs, or vice versa, rather than interleave each one. Okay, so let's hit print. Okay, now I'm going to turn on my glue bonding machine because it's a hot melt glue and not all the glue is rock hard at the moment. It takes about 25 minutes to get up to temperature, so I tend to turn it on whilst I'm laminating. So let's fire that up. The lights on, and yeah, to be continued in a moment. Here they are being laminated. Okay, so I've got my logo backs here laminated and the text side here face down. What I do is I'll put the text side face down in this tray here. Sorry about the angle, a bit better camera setup for this really, but yeah, as you can see, so I've just got like a right or left angle to put the sheet in. Then what you do is you grab one of these backs, run it through the glue so it gives a nice coated layer of glue on the back. Then you would just knock this up against the text side. Just do a few, show you the process. Generally you can do at least 2 per minute. 500 business cards is 25 sheets, so 12.5, 13 minutes, and 500 cards are done and bonded. And they've just got to be obviously trimmed up under the guillotine. So I do a lot of colour edge business cards, so once these are trimmed, I'll clamp them up and coat the edges. I'll just do one more sheet and then I'll show you some I've made earlier. Few previously printed ones here, but basically I've got some gold edge cards. They're 600 gram. Some that have been coated with a black edge. Some round cornered ones here with a yellow edge. So yeah, I hope this helps, gives you ideas for your digital print production. But yeah, if you need anything making, just give us a shout. Chris at mangoprint.co.uk. Website is obviously mangoprint.co.uk as well, and be happy to help. thought I'd just send this video by reminding you that it was 2 sheets of 300 gram each made as 600 GSM, and if you want to make 700 GSM cards, and just use 2 sheets of 350. So thanks for watching. If you like print off photography, it'd be great to give me a subscribe. I'm posting quite regularly now. Sometimes I'll do a time lapse out of a sunset or moonrise, and another day I'll be giving you tips and tricks around my print shop. So all the best.